Welcome to Haunted Magic Reviews. Hey magic friends, we're going to finish up October big league, that I can tell you, for those of you politically active, with some haunted magic reviews. Some great effects that are not only amazing for the Halloween time, but also transcend that to haunted themes or pick your own. Please allow me to start off with one of my favorite effects, EVP by Alan Rorrison, presented by Murphy's Magic. Now, I have to say, usually I'm very reserved about judging magic effects before I perform them. But with this, as soon as I received it, I knew it was going to be a killer for me, and it has not let me down. So what is it? EVP stands for Electronic Voice Phenomena. If you've ever watched a haunted TV special, you may have seen them use voice recorders to capture the voices or sounds of the other side or the dead. This is something that most people are already familiar with. So you simply ask to use the voice recorder on their phone. You press record, ask a few questions. You didn't hear anything, nobody else seemed to hear anything, so it didn't really seem to work. Now at that point, you can walk away or you can stay with them and press play. And what they hear sounds like...
Have you ever heard of EVP? No? Can I use your cell phone? So right now we're recording and we're gonna ask a couple questions. Are you here? Are you here? Yes. Are you here?
Leave now.
It was answering his questions. Oh, hell no.
Oh my goodness.
You ask questions and they don't hear anything until you stop recording and press play. Who are you trying to get in touch with? What the?
Oh my god!
It truly is just like that. Absolutely killer. And what I particularly liked is how it's accomplished, which I haven't felt that way in quite some time. So why I like this so much is that it's not just another magic trick. Now it certainly can be an amazing magic effect if that's what you want, but the entertainment value for the haunted theme is just fun, heart-pounding for your audience, and creepy, which is something you want to be aware of. Also, you're using their phone. They keep the audio file. It's something they're going to be sharing with their friends for a very long time. So this doesn't seem like a trick while performing. If you don't present it as such, it seems very real. Therefore, try to be cautious with the people you perform this to. First, make sure they're on board with communicating with the spirits or the dead. I think that's crucial and also kind for your audience. So the instructions are great. They're literally going to walk you through everything that you need to know. I doubt you're going to have any questions after watching it. They show alternate handlings and give some great concepts to use this as a magic effect instead of the EVP effect. So my one hang-up is something that's usually a big deal for me, but for this, I'll gladly work around because of how great the effect is. You do have to wear a jacket. And I live in Florida, so I get to do that maybe 2 days a year. But Alan Rorrison does talk about using a hoodie, which is a nice workaround and I'll gladly use it, but for me it just doesn't seem as natural as the jacket method. However, it shouldn't be noticeable to your audience either way. An issue I've read some people having with the gimmick is that it can be a little loud. What I do before performing this is just try to see if I can hear it. If I can, then I just need to adjust it from there. That worked well for me and I've never had an issue. So the cost for this is $99.95. And an effect like this for me is definitely worth it. However, of course, you're going to have to be the judge of that for yourself. Overall, this is such a fun effect. It's one that I will always use around Halloween time or at a party because the topic of ghosts and haunted homes are so easy to bring up. Usually everyone has an opinion on the topic. What I do is generally at a party is I'll bring up the topic of ghosts or haunted homes. So once enough people are talking about it, I bring up EVP and I go from there. It truly does seem so spur of the moment and impromptu. I think you're going to have a blast with it. Check it out. Peace.